What is up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Zayd's Experience. My name is Zayd, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make cold brew coffee. Now, cold brew coffee is one of my favorite beverages. There's multiple reasons why, but the practicality of it is just awesome. I use it as a pre-workout whenever I'm heading out to the gym. I also like to use it as a little pick-me-up in the mornings whenever I've had a really bad day prior to, and I'm just feeling lethargic and sluggish. I'll go ahead and use some of that. Or I'll just go ahead and drink it because coffee's great, right? So keep on watching and I'll show you guys how to make cold brew coffee. Little side note, guys, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. It would really help me out. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And go ahead and check out some of the videos on this channel. I'm pretty sure you're going to find something that you guys are going to like. So with that being said, guys, let's go make our first cold brew batch of the day. So the first couple of items that we're going to need are super easy to get and obvious. We're going to need a French press. French press is a great way of extracting as much out of the beans as possible, so it's really going to help us out through this process. Now we need to go ahead and pick what kind of beans that we're going to use. I like to use a medium roast. Using dark roast is going to yield a very bitter end result, and trust me, just don't even go there. Use a medium roast. It's also going to have a lot more caffeine. Now once you pick those two out, we're going to go ahead and grind our beans, or you can go ahead and buy them pre-grounded. But if they are going to be pre-grounded, they have to be coarse, very coarse. I'm going to go ahead and ground my beans here, and obviously it's going to be a very coarse setting. So we're going to want to use 1 cup of coffee to 1 cup of water ratio. So for this batch in particular, we're going to be using 2 cups of coffee, so it's going to be 2 cups of water. Now for this method, we're going to have to use room temperature water, preferably purified water. We're going to go ahead and put all that into our French press and let it sit there for about 10 minutes. So what's going to happen is the grounded coffee is going to start absorbing all the water, and it's going to get wet. It's going to start looking like wet dirt. And once those 10 minutes are done, go ahead and give it a stir. That way all the water starts to really get infused with all the coffee beans. And now for the waiting game. We're going to leave this overnight for 24 hours. That may seem like a lot of time, but this yields the best coffee in my experience. What all that time is going to allow us to do is going to allow us to extract as much of the flavor out of the beans as possible, which is going to yield at the end much better tasting coffee. And as I said before, try not to use a dark roast coffee, otherwise you will get a very, very bitter result. 20 to 24 hours is a sweet spot. I like to leave it for 24 all the time. It works great. So once the 24 hours have passed, go ahead and remove the cover you used, and then put the lid on top of the French press and slowly start pushing down. Be very careful with this, as you can go ahead and easily break the French press, which I have done in the past. Now once you're done pressing that, we are going to put the liquid through a sieve. What this is going to allow us to do is it's going to allow us to remove a lot of the impurities that are going to be left behind by the coffee, and it's also going to give us a much smoother finishing result. It's going to allow us to remove all that grit that's in the liquid and that gets left behind by the French press. Put it through a fine sieve at least once. Some people say it's optional, but I really like removing all that dirt sensation that gets left behind by the coffee. At least once, twice yields a way better result. So once you're done straining that coffee, you're going to notice that you're not going to get a lot of liquid. But what you have to remember, guys, is this is very, very concentrated stuff, and you don't really need a lot. A little amount of this goes a really, really long way. Now all you have to do is put it into a container with the lid and get ready to enjoy some cold brew coffee. You can store this up in the fridge for up to 2 weeks and it'll still be tasting great. But hey, you're done. Go ahead and enjoy your cold brew coffee. Whether you are a student, an athlete, or just enjoy drinking coffee, cold brew coffee is a great option, super easy to make, and is enjoyable at all times of the day. But that is it on my part, guys. Please go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Click that bell, that way you can go ahead and get notified whenever I come up with a new video. Also, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and make sure you check out some of the other videos that I have on this channel. But having said that, guys, it is time for me to leave. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy a cup of coffee and go outside and have some sunshine. But that is all for today, guys. Stay out. Peace.